Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our first annual general meeting and elections. And I'm very pleased and really happy for you to come here and enjoy and attend our meeting. And so I want to thank you all from the very bottom of my heart for give us chance to tell you what is Filipino Social Club of Oakville is about. And thank you for your support. Indeed, I know you will enjoy your food. Enjoy everybody and welcome again. Thanks.
Okay, let us pray. Let us all stand.
So dear Heavenly Fathers, we really thank you for giving us such a weather for this occasion. We are coming here to have an annual meeting. We hope, we wish this is going to be a successful one. From all these people you've been taking care of with such a good health or on the way to a better health, we thank you. Now we are at this gathering for our lunch as well that you provide. We ask that you will give us good health because of the food we're going to take, as well as clear mind to discern and to follow your perfect will. We pray this in your precious name, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Okay. Let's
Okay, can I request everybody to sit with the chairs that has been arranged so that you can hear me clearly? I think because we don't have a microphone.
Okay, that's good.
So we'll start our meeting proper. So may I call on our president, Josephine, our guest, for the president's report.
Thank you very much, Karen, for taking the spot which is intended for Desiree, but she unfortunately she can't make it today. So thank you very much for coming out on our annual general membership meeting and elections day. At the same time, override Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers. So this is also our Mother's Day special. So I thank my friends who came out and also our honorary members that are here earlier than all of us. Thank you very much for coming out and thank you for bringing the food. And I hope everybody had a nice meal this afternoon. So I also would like to thank the presence of Wendy, a good friend of ours. Wendy will be helping us with our elections proper in and together with Tito Willie, who is our COMELEC chairman. COMELEC is like Philippines Committee on Elections, actually. So we will further determine whether we're gonna have we'll cast a ballot or we just do an election. But I think from the table there, Miss Marlene De Vera, she is very good. Let's give her a hand for doing the job. Marlene was here 10 o'clock and yeah, 10:30, and she is assigned on the spot to do the registration, at the same time membership renewal of the membership form. So Marlene, do we have a quorum? Do we have 25 people? I think by looking at everybody here, we are more than 25. Would you agree with us? I think we have a quorum. Okay. So before I do my president's report, I would like to give the body heads up that our second vice president, Carolam, can you please stand up? Okay, she will be retiring as a second vice president with the executive position, and later on, with the help of Wendy, we will acclaim her as one of our executive advisors, but we do it later. But we give her a hand for doing a great job for the Filipino Club of Oakville over the years when she was secretary and now second vice president. And this year also, 2 of our board of directors, also Wendy will tell you, give the names, are also resigning with their position for the reason of moving to a far location, and the other one is because of the job issues. So anyways, I would like to report to you what we have done and what we had done on the past 2 years. If you were aware, during our 25th year anniversary, we built a townhouse in Barangay Bisticville, Quezon, Barangay Culiat, Bisticville Village, Quezon City, Philippines. And the house was worth more than 499,700,000 Philippine money. And we're still waiting on the opening or the cutting of ribbon or the turning over ceremony. And I hope one of the Filipino Social Club Oakville Board of Directors will be able to attend to do the turning over. So that was in 2017. Can you please clap yourself? You're a big part of it, as well as the community support of our community. Thank you very much. From the bottom of my heart, I wasn't given the opportunity to thank it during last year because of, people are very frantic about our event, the rock and pop. So I wasn't able to say it to the audience, to the people. So I'm now gonna say thank you very much from the bottom of our hearts that one family back home will be able not to live under the bridge anymore, but to have a decent house, a place that they can call home, thanks to all of us and you and our community. Okay, and last year we helped. We had this a little dance evolution thing, and would like to appreciate. Would like to commend Arlene being a patient choreographer. That was a hit. That was a hit. So thank you very much for all your dances, your wiggles. It really did the trick, okay? So we were able to give $5,000 from our proceeds and from our supporters in terms of donations to help acclaim for the community support services. So they send out people to go to lonely seniors in form of volunteers and dementia they're opening a dementia daycare for that, and so many more. So they still need until next year 10 million to furnish and to make the dementia center ready. But thanks to the Filipino Social Club of Oakville for donating 5,000, that they didn't expect that we can give them that much. But thanks for your hard work and your big support, that they will be able to reach out for our community. So we're not talking about only elderly, we're talking about also people with special needs that they will be able to look after. And some people don't have families, some elderly don't have families, they live alone. So they will be able to have somebody coming over or somebody calling them, because of the community support services that Acclaim provide for Oakville and the Halton region. Not all, but mostly in the Halton region. So thank you very much. So for now, that is my present report, and I hope if you have any question, you can just call me or email me. And right now, what we're doing, we're renewing our addresses and our telephone numbers and our emails, because sometimes I send emails and they can't receive it because your email has changed. Please just take time to do the paperwork with Marlene. And thank you very much for listening. Okay, I give now the floor to our chairman, Ms. Karen Chavez.
Okay, so now it's we may call on Tess Dow for the secretary's report.
Good afternoon, and it's good to see everybody here. The secretary's report, actually I submitted the minutes to our president, and she basically mentioned everything that I was supposed to say. But so she gave you all the report, but there's some additional that I just want to give credit to some people that was helpful last year that wasn't mentioned. Just to summarize of our annual general meeting last year, where everybody, we always have this potluck. So I didn't take any record of that, but our Facebook is filled with all those photographs, and Arlene also, and they did all the work of decorating this place for Mother's Day. And Arlene was the one who actually responsible for that one. I can't show you, but if you wanted to see what it looked like, just go to the FSCO Facebook. It's all over there. For the you mentioned, the president already mentioned about the seniors group kick off, and Karen Chavez, who's the liaison for that, started all of that too with Ate Lou, who's not here right now, Ate Nida, I think she's here, I saw her.
Yeah, she is.
Yes, she's here. So they are the people that are responsible for the seniors group. And then last year, we also postponed our elections. We didn't have any elections last year. So this is after, I think we didn't have the year before that either.
Yeah.
So, but there were so many changes. We had members that retired and members who are moved away. So we have to fill those positions, and this is why we are here and we're doing elections today. Now, Arlene Pagunsan was also assigned as director, and she replaced Naomi. Ate Naomi is not here with us anymore, so she can't attend anymore. So I thought I should just mention that one.
She was acclaimed as
And then after that, I think that's it from last year. And also the maybe I didn't put it in my minutes, but the
Mother's Day socials.
yeah, well, no, the picnic we had it. What's the name? The name of our place?
Lions Valley.
Yeah, so that one, it was rainy. It was a rainy day, but even though it was raining at the time, we had, I think, the biggest turnout.
Yeah.
A lot of people came to the event.
After
Even
the
the politicians were here, and lots of food. And the youth were there too, which is they're not here today, but hopefully in the next coming family picnic, they will be with us again. So without further ado, I'm not gonna drag this speech anymore, and I'll leave the floor to the next, the treasurer's report, I believe.
Okay, so at this point we'll be talking about money. So it will be the treasurer's report. Ms. Josephine, our guest again, will do the reporting on behalf of Ms. Josie Gardner.
Actually, I photocopied some of the report that Ms. Josie Gardiner gave us during our last meeting when she was around. So feel free to get the photocopy for yourselves. Okay, I think I need to distribute it. Okay, that's the second part. Okay, while Karen is helping out with the distribution, okay, this is the proceeds from last year's gala. Not actually gala, it's a dinner and dance. So we have 223 guests, and our ticket was sold for $60. So we were able to raise $13,380 for that. Advertisements, we have 1,600 total proceeds from our friends and supporters who advertised in our small book. We have this book, and the reason, and it's loaded with advertisements from our friends and supporters, and we were able to get 1,600 from them. And yeah, so the total cash proceeds according to this report is 15,545. Our catering, thank you. Let's welcome Russell, one of our supporters from IG. Welcome, Russell. And for catering and food, Lidom gave us a deal last year. Like, I think our youth were fed free. They provided food for our youth, our dancers, free, and the drinks. So altogether, we paid Lidom for $10,382. Printing of the programs and including office supplies and everything. Our total disbursement is $12,592, leaving us with a net proceeds of $2,953, but we still have receivables from our politicians, so gave us some advertisements, and so altogether we're expecting. Altogether it's understood that we will have a net proceeds of $2,953 plus our cash overage is $3,383. So the club gave $3,000. With this $3,833, the club gave $3,000 from the club's proceeds to Acclaim Health, and the donations we raised $2,000. That makes the $5,000 to Acclaim Health. So from the proceeds of our net last year, we were able to allocate $3,000 from this to Acclaim Health. So we left only a few thousand plus for our expenses, our operating expenses for the next year. So the club is not banking a lot of money. All the money that we raise is given to our beneficiary. So right now, if you have any questions, I'm here standing for Josie Gardiner. I'm Josie Arguez, but since she's in the Philippines, I might answer some. Maybe if I cannot answer all, you can just email me after the meeting. Do you have any question about how this is done? Anybody from our members and from our honorary members? Any questions? Do you want to see Tito Willie siguro? You want to see Tito Willie? By the way, Josie Gardiner, on her last report, she put their receivables. I think most of the receivables were received. Okay, that were all taken in. They were all sent to the treasurer. Okay, if you have no questions, we have to put a motion on the floor. Take notes, Tess. Who will move to approve the financial report, like not actually the income report from last year? Okay,
I move
the approval.
I move the approval of the financial report of last year.
Okay. Seconded, it has been moved by Dr. Ferry Trenholm for the approval of this statement prepared by our treasurer, and it was seconded by Luisa Nolido. So this is, Nida, sorry, Nida Nolido. Thank you very much.
Tongue twister.
It's a tongue twister. Okay, so it has been approved. Any more objection or question? Thank you very much.
So now we will have the elections of the board of director. May I call on Mr. Willie Campos
To introduce,
as the chairman of election,
you introduce our,
as the COMELEC.
yeah, you need to introduce Wendy, come on now.
He controls the PICOS.
Josie
Yeah.
requested me to chair the election proceedings.
That was 5 years
But
ago.
I decided to get somebody else because she is a better chair
Then your couch.
and she's prettier.
Yes!
She is ready. Will chair the election.
Okay, let's welcome Wendy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tito Willie.
Okay, so according to your constitution, thank you, Willie. According to your constitution, there are 11 spots for the board of directors, and of those, there are 8 people who are running for re-election, and there are 3 people who have been nominated. So I'm gonna call out those names, and if each of you, before I do that, there are also 3 non-running board members who Josie already thanked for their service, but I'm going to mention them again. So and if you could all please stand if you're in the room, when I read your name. There's Carrie Lamb, retired 2nd VP. If you could stand, Carrie. And once we have the election, you'll be acclaimed as the executive advisor in perpetuity. Mary Lou Felipe, who has resigned, she's not here, and Juliet Bangaan has also resigned. So those 3, thank you very much for your service. Maybe we should applaud them. Okay, so now, running for re-election, we have, if you could stand when I read your name if you're in the room, Josephine Arguez, Desiree Espinosa, Tess Dow, Lisa Cherry, Josie Gardner, she's away, Nonette Carrion,
I'm here.
okay. Arlene Pangonsan, yep. Aida De Jesus,
Aida is not here, you know.
okay, Aida. Karen Menchevez, where'd you go? Oh, there she is, okay. Flory, these are 3 that are nominated. Karen Manchevez, Flory Balagan,
Yes.
newly nominated,
Yes.
and Australia Reese.
She's not around, but
Not
she's
here.
interested.
Okay, thank you. So you can sit down for the moment. And now I will call for nominations from the floor. So we have a full slate. If there are no nominations from the floor, then we will acclaim those on the slate that we just read out. But are there any nominations from the floor?
Okay, so is there somebody interested to run for board of directors?
Anybody? You're welcome to
Going
help.
once.
You're welcome to
Everybody, you
donation
can,
right now.
can join us. Have fun.
No. Going once.
Look, you want to run?
No, I'm just a supporter. I can be. I promise I'll be here every Saturday because
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So, there being
I
no,
support whenever I can, but
Yes,
I don't
thank
want to
you.
be here every single Saturday.
Thank
But we're
you.
not here every single Saturday.
We're all
Every meeting, that's what she
every
said.
meeting, you know.
so we
Whenever
never,
I can, I'll be here.
okay, so,
Okay, any nominations from the
I don't think so. One more, yes?
I move that all those names that have been mentioned should be all nominated, and I move that the nomination is closed.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so we have a move for the nominations to be closed, a seconder for that motion, that's very good
Seconder.
at that.
Carolyn and
Ferry moved it and Carolyn seconded it. Okay, all in favor? So all in favor?
Yeah, okay, so we're all in
Carried,
favor.
okay. Carried, so the nominations are closed, so do you wanna call the vote then, or just acclaim? Do you wanna vote everybody in, or do you wanna, I can do
So,
that.
since we have 3 spots available and we have 3 nominations that are nominated before the AGM, so,
So we can vote them all in, or we can acclaim them.
okay.
You wanna vote them
Do
everybody
we need to throw it to the body? Are we gonna cast our ballots for all those 11 people, or we just acclaim them voted in?
I don't think you need to cast the ballots, you
Yes.
can just you can just say, someone moved
Yeah.
to acclaim.
acclaim them all?
And then someone seconded, and then
Yes.
vote.
Okay,
You
so
wanna do
who will put it into motion?
So we
So-
will move individually and we will just say.
Move that,
that? Do you wanna
yes.
move, do you wanna move them individually, or do you, okay?
Yes, Karen,
Individually?
Flory,
Okay, so,
and- Mm-hmm.
oh, it's everybody though, because the re-election as well, it should be everybody.
It should be
Revote,
everybody.
everybody. So do you want me to read them all as a
Yes,
slate, or
yes.
individually?
Yes, and read all of us.
Okay, and then we'll nominate you as a slate?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll nominate the full 11 altogether. Okay, so the names are, if you could stand again, Josephine Arguez, Desiree Espinosa, Tess Dow, Lisa Cherry, Josie Gardner, Nonette Carrion, Arlene Paganson, Aida De Jesus, Karen Manchaves, Flory Balagan, and Estrella Reese. Okay, may I have someone move to elect the full slate of 11?
I move that all of these people that were mentioned, 11, should be remain as.
Should be elected.
Should be elected.
Elected, great.
Being elected.
Okay, and a seconder,
Second,
Okay.
seconded by Arnold.
seconded by Arnold. All in favor?
All in favor?
Carried.
No objection? Okay, thank you very much.
Congratulations.
And
With that,
seconded by Arnold.
okay, and that is the end of our elections. Congratulations to all of
Thank you
you.
very much.
Okay. So congratulations
To all of us.
to all of us. Hopefully, we will get your support as well, so that we will continue to do good stuff for the community. Okay. So at this point, Ms. Josephine, our guest again, come over here for announcement for the next annual general meeting. That will be 2020. I don't know. You have
Okay,
something?
you need a speech first.
Me?
Yes. Okay, we need to hear, right? We need to hear from the newly elected BOD members. The incumbent don't need to speak
Yeah, you have to
anymore.
introduce
Just the
yourself.
newly elected. So Karen has been our liaison officer for years, and then now she is elected into the board. So let us hear another few
I said it.
lines from Karen.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. And Flory, come here. Samahan mo ako dito.
Kayo na, kayo na.
Okay, so it's my pleasure to be part of this social club since, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago. And I know they've been doing a lot of good things for the community to promote what we can do as a Filipino group here in Halton region, actually. So, yeah, thank you, and hopefully, again, I said it earlier, hopefully you'll continue to support us to be a stronger group and to be visible in the community by doing, how do you call this, community involvement, community engagement. Oh, okay.
Oh, it's my turn?
Your turn.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say.
Yay!
Thank you for
You just have to throw
yeah, for this day and choosing me one of the board of directors, Filipino Club. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. On behalf of all of us, 8 of us, just give it to Arlene. On behalf of the 8 incumbent,
Okay.
we give
The floor
speech.
for Miss Arlene.
Yes!
Miss Arlene.
Hindi pa ito nakapag-speech.
For 8
Kaya-
bodies.
Kaya natin ang 8.
For 8 or 9?
Last year, hindi siya nag-speech.
Okay.
Sakop na kami dyan ha, walo kami.
First thing, thank you so much for coming here. And yeah, you're right. You didn't hear my voice yet. So, in behalf of the 8 or 9? 8 incumbent, I'd like to thank all of you. I can see mostly here the old members, and then I'm happy to see new faces here.
That's right.
And I'm hoping, and we're hoping also more members that would be came from our initiative to invite Filipinos and some group of people who are Filipino friends. And I'm just happy to be back here in, can I say that? That was, I remember, 2007 when I started in Filipino Social Club of Oakville. At that time, it's Filipino, I forgot the name. I was pregnant at that time. Probably I can a little bit of space to this. I remember I was able to teach, not really teach, to be part of the children's. We have these little children. It's a mix. There are mixed Filipino, Filipino Chinese, Filipino Indian, Filipino Canadians. And at that time, I'm very, very happy. And until now, I wish we could bring that back. But it's really hard for us, especially for me. How I wish, right? At that time, I'm very happy to, even though I was in my pregnancy bed rest at that time. I was bleeding, but I was able to have this program always with them, like summertime and Christmas time. And I like hearing this voice, like, you know, Filipino cultures, and how I wish we could do that. If not, then we ourselves will do that for ourselves as well. So we started already, and I'm hoping for your cooperation. And thank you again for letting me stay on this position. I don't know. For me, in my part, I can do anything I want. I know this is just a short thank you for everybody, but again, thank you so much in behalf of 8 incumbents. Thank you. We need your support all the time. Yeah.
Arlene, sir, is it okay to mention that? Okay, since you have been involved before with the children's, I think it is still possible because actually right now there's so many Filipino families coming in. Not during our time, it was so difficult for me and you. But now there are so many of them that it's a matter of just helping each other to bring these kids. And I can see that last Christmas when we had a party, it was so different with the kids.
Yeah.
With the kids around us during the party. That's what I was thinking when I was when I was with the party. I said, oh my gosh, we miss these kids so
So we
much
can make that
and their families. So it's still possible. It's just a matter of helping each other to
Yeah, we
bring
can-
those kids
Yeah,
back.
because it's different. It's really different without the kids. It's just like we can do it for ourselves. We can do it also for our community. But the thing is, sometimes it's a little bit awkward on my part. Like we're doing some good things for others, and we cannot do even like small things for ours, like small community as a Filipino as well. And how I wish.
But I think it's possible for you too because it's only like one day or one night a week.
We'll talk about it, but yeah.
But it's really nice to have all the children again. No, this time it's different children because the children that we had
Yes.
are already in college or even finished their college.
So we're gonna
Okay.
put that in your agenda for this
Thank
year.
you.
Okay. Again, thank you so much,
I
everybody.
think we should really encourage it.
Okay, thank you very much, Arlene, for doing our speeches. That's good for 8 people because we've spoken already 5 years ago. So you did not speak last year, so you did. It's not penalty. It's a privilege. Thank you very much. And yes, Atinida, the new set of officers will convene and talk about it. And there's also one thing. Our beloved and ever dynamic MP, John Oliver, he sent me an email saying about the seniors organization. I don't know if Wendy and Tito Willie are aware about that, I think the government funding for organizations that are catering seniors with the activities and stuff like that. That was 2 years ago. 2 years ago we started, was it 2 years? Yeah. Help me. 2 years ago we started the seniors organization under the umbrella of Filipino Social Club of Oakville. But I think Karen and Ate Lida and Ate Luisa, I think they're working on the paperwork. So I think we need to proceed on that addendum for this year before the year ends. So that is also included. Another announcement, Francie, our very best supporter for Filipino Club, there is a Filipino Mass to be held here on May 26th. That's a Sunday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon at St. James Church. We've been using St. James basement and Father Louis and Father Alessandro, they're very nice to us. Anytime we request, give us, so sometimes we need support their activities to the Filipino Club to give back and to help support each other. And every event, the priests would try their very best to come. So we are very, very grateful for that. So May 26th, keep that in mind. There is a Filipino Mass in St. James and 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So if we could come out and join them, that would be fantastic. So right now, my job is to announce the next annual general meeting test. If you could look at the schedule,
Or I can't.
we won't do this. We won't do this again. That we think because it's close to Victoria Day, everybody will be resting. No, everybody are not resting. They're actually restless. They're in the cottage or out of the town. So that's why we have a little turnout. But thank God, it's a quorum. Yay!
For the
Okay.
date,
So it should be a
the
second
second
Saturday of May, and that will be Mother's Day special.
June. 2nd June next. Today is May.
Yes.
May.
No.
Next
The
year.
next annual general membership meeting. Okay, as a reminder, the AGM, annual general membership meeting, is only once a year. We need, every organization should have a meeting with the membership every year. And we need 25 or more people to have a quorum. So today we have done it. So that includes the officers, but we need the membership to know what we're doing, and we need the membership to see our financial report so that they know what's going on with the club. They need to hear what the president would say about what we did last year and the previous years and what we're going to do after this meeting. So next year, it will be...
Second Saturday of May.
Okay, second
2020.
Saturday of May at 11 o'clock. So you know all the members are invited to come again for the annual general membership meeting next year, May 2020, and the
2020. Yeah.
2020 and the
So,
second Saturday.
You can check our website. We have a website. We normally once it's
Flyer,
yeah, once it's confirmed, we put it in our website for that year, and we also have the Facebook page. So we also announce there. So just so you know.
And also an acknowledgement for Lisa. Lisa, our assistant secretary, she prepared the flyer and she updated our website together with Tess, our #1 secretary. Okay, thank you very much, Lisa and Tess.
Can I suggest that whoever to the secretary to check all the emails, because like for me, I don't know what's going on because
That's why.
I don't have
yeah.
that was my old email.
Yes, that's the reason why. Okay, another announcement. If you haven't done the paperwork in the table, you need
the right
the
email
attendance
for update.
with your updated address, telephone number, and email.
Yeah.
And also the membership form. We need, because we have a new set of officers this year. We need also to renew our membership form because there's a lot of things changed already from our membership. Okay.
And our requirement too is to submit pictures for the new members.
Yeah.
To put it
In the
our
future,
website.
yeah. Okay, now to know what is going on with the club, you can go to our Facebook page, Filipino Social Club of Oakville, or www.filipino-social-club-of-oakville.com. Okay, all right. So, Karen, do you have an announcement about HMC? Okay, hang on. Before we
What's the date again? Because that's going to fall on another long weekend.
again,
Yes.
why is it following us? Then we
May-
move to
May
third.
18 is May 18, 2020.
Is
It's a long weekend.
Is Victoria Day again?
Yeah.
She's chasing us.
No.
Who's that Victoria?
It's always
She's
like that.
chasing us.
Every year. So it's either we do it the week
Okay, then we
before.
do it a week after.
So the week after.
Third
it's
third
the
week.
23rd.
Okay, 23rd. Okay, it will be on the 23rd of May. She's chasing us no end. Okay, now I give the floor to our newly elected director, Karen, to give us a little announcement for the HMC. Karen is associated with, very much involved with the Halto Multicultural Council, and she has helped a lot of families already. So for the settlement, Karen.
Okay. So yeah, I'm also a youth summit specialist at HMC Connections. It's a nonprofit organization that assists newcomers to Canada. So we have an upcoming Multiculturalism Day. It's a big event. Every year we have like thousands of guests coming.
Yes.
This time it will be in Milton, but if you have issues with transportation, we have a bus that will leave from our HMC Spears office, and just please email. There's an email here if you need a reservation for the bus. Okay, so I'll pass it around. It's gonna be on June 28th. It's a Friday.
This June?
Yeah,
June
Okay.
28th.
and it's a Friday, and yeah, so it's a big event, so it's a really nice one, and hopefully you can come and join us.
Karen, about the nomination for our HMC here
Yeah.
to be awarded by the RBC, is it still on?
Yes, it's still on. We also have a website, and then you can see a link there to vote for us as nominated as one of top 25 settlement agency in Canada. That's awarded by RBC. Okay?
You can report that you've been helping.
Yes. Your vote will count.
Yes.
And then another one, summer camp for children ages 11 and up. For the Oakville summer camp, I will be the one supervising, so yay. So yeah, so if you have kids or friends or relatives
Or neighbors who have
or
kids.
neighbors, yeah, please. If not, you can register week by week. Okay. That's all for now, and if you want to check our website, we have a lot of other programs like language, employment support, housing, and stuff like that. Okay? Thank you so much.
Another announcement, okay, I would like to take this opportunity, and I cannot sleep tonight if I don't say it. Our MP again, John Oliver, sent me an email that if you know somebody like Kathy or whoever who came to Canada as a temporary immigrant and wanting to sponsor a family to apply for permanent residency, will have until June 4th. And Karen, if you can help me, it's a pathways, right? What do you call that? It's a government program where immigrants or temporary immigrants who came here to Canada to work can apply for permanent residency.
I mean, what do you mean?
Like for example,
working visa?
Yeah, I came here as a caregiver, so I'm given temporary working visa. So you have until June 4 to apply for
Permanent residency?
under the pathways or under the...
Okay, so I think Josie is talking about the intern pathway for
Yes.
caregivers. This pathway was released from March 4 until June 4. So they created this pathway because the immigration wasn't so clear about the educational piece from 2014 when they created this caregiver pathway program. So they were still receiving caregivers that has lesser education criteria. Like for example, they should have had 3 years college or university back home, but a lot of them had just 1 year or 2 years, which is only high school equivalent here in Canada. So they created this short program so that those caregivers that are not qualified, the education piece only that. Yes, so they can apply now.
So it's a bridge for like an education, a bridge to bring them to the standard.
Yes, something like that.
Standardized.
Yeah. So if they have high school equivalency here, that's okay. But they have until June 4 to apply.
Otherwise, what happens?
Otherwise, they already announced by the end of November, there's another criteria which will be a little bit tougher because applicants from outside Canada will be pre-approved for permanent residency. Spouse will be given work permit, and the kids will be given study permits. So we kind of conclude that the criteria will be a little bit tough. So if they will not be able to submit their application on June 4 or before, so they have to follow the caregiver pathway criteria. So if they don't have that education piece, then they have to study here for maybe, I don't know, 1 year, 2 years, depends on what they're lacking, right? So another thing is that, what else did I say? Now I forgot.
Yeah, for those also who are who wanted to apply for permanent residency, because I know my daughter-in-law's sister, she came as a caregiver last March, so she's eligible. She's eligible right away. She doesn't need to wait 3 years or 2 years.
That's what I'm going to say.
Already.
If they already worked here for 12 months, then they are eligible
To apply
But if
for
it's
permanent
lesser
for the
12
new people
months,
then.
yeah. If it's lesser 12 months, they don't have a choice but follow the caregiver pathway criteria.
Okay.
Now again, if they don't have the education piece, so they have to go to school or something.
And one of the things that they first will give you is the English, the IELTS exams. So anyway, so if you know somebody, a neighbor or a friend who has been here as a caregiver for 1 year, tell them to hand in the application before June 4 for permanent residency or work permit purposes. Otherwise, they will have to undergo the next program. which is a little bit tougher. Okay, thank you very much. I think the next will be our Mother's Day special. So let us adjourn the meeting first. We'll move to adjourn. Yes.
I'm sure I want to suggest something.
Okay.
My mind is
Yeah,
something
come
on
All right, let's
on
do the
December.
program.
I noticed that on Christmas, during our Christmas party, yeah, food is okay, lots of food is okay, games is okay, but as a Filipino, also like tradition, our culture, I feel so sad when there's no like caroling. Yeah, for
that's
me,
before.
because I went out of the building like not really that 100%. You feel the spirit of Christmas. We're not in the Philippines. Philippines is different, right? But we're here, and not only here for Filipinos, but also for our guests and members.
Culture.
Yeah. What if we're gonna use? It's impossible for us for this year for the kids, for the small ones, and for the youth. What if we're gonna use our new seniors?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, just a suggestion, whoever will take charge of this, for this,
Yes.
this year, I suggest, but I can help also, I
It will
suggest,
be the work of the new center.
yeah, we'll have to have like, a 30-minute show of seniors for us to do like the caroling with all that, as much as they can. I can help the preparation.
All right.
If that's because actually the youth will do the games and they would be
So that is, seniors involvement.
yeah,
Yeah.
the
I don't
seniors
think we'll have any
involvement.
problem. I'm pretty sure Hamilton will like to do that too.
Mhm.
Yes. But we will be the one to initiate it.
Yeah,
right?
yes,
That's good.
yeah, as long as they're gonna say yes
Yeah.
for practice and we'll do that. How's
Yeah.
that? So
But
that's
we could
only
do
my,
it, or we could do it. We'll start it with the members. We'll do the caroling, right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
then, yeah, because we did the dancing last year.
Yeah.
This year we can do the caroling.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, further announcement. Our picnic is July 6th. Please mark it down in your calendar. Wendy, you are very much invited. Our picnic is July 6th, and now it will potluck. Now it will be in Coronation Park. Yay! Not anymore in the Hidden Valley. Okay, we're now in Coronation Park, picnic shelter letter E, close to the volleyball court. Okay, so please mark down your calendar. And still our seniors and non-seniors field trip to the casino and Niagara is still on. So if you're interested, sign in. Sign in already. Call me, text me, and we'll arrange the bus ride and we'll arrange the day, okay? I don't know, Dr. Ferry, is the Collingwood picnic still on or not on?
You know what?
Yes, for sure.
No,
So
on
it gotta be on or further notice. Yes. Okay. So that is.
Let's end this now.
Okay, who can put the motion? Who will move? Okay. Ate, Edith move to adjourn the AGM. And who seconded the motion? Okay, 4 people seconded the motion.
Tell me your
Anita,
name.
Ate Carrie, Doctora, and Luz seconded the motion. For the adjournment of the meeting. Okay, now let's proceed to our cake day.
No, I'm just saying about the picnic.
Okay. That's it. Social now, social.